What's up, fam? I hope you guys are having a blessed day. So if you clicked on this video, it's because you are healthy or you're trying to get healthier or you're somewhere in between and you're looking for a few tips on items to buy from the store as you stay consistent with your fitness journey. So this is my Costco haul. Typically I will go to Costco, BJ's, ShopRite, Food Lion, or whatever store is most convenient for me. I typically go to the grocery store on Friday when I get off work, or I'll go on Saturday once I leave the gym because the store is usually pretty close to where I work out at. So without further delay, I am going to go over these items that I purchased. So I always have berries on hand. For this week, I purchased some blackberries, some blueberries, and some strawberries. These are very low calorie food. They don't have a lot of sugar in them. They taste great in parfaits. You can throw them in smoothies. Sometimes I'll put them in my overnight oats. And they're really just a great food all around to have. You can snack on these and not feel guilty about overeating them. Again, because they're low calorie and they don't have a ton of sugar in them. The other item that I usually purchase when I go to the store are some red seedless grapes. I do like red seedless grapes. These are pretty sweet. These can satisfy a sweet craving. So if you wanted some candy or something unhealthy, I usually pop a few of these in, or I'll even leave them out as I'm doing my meal prep because I do like to snack as well. And if I have these out or if I have some vegetables out or something, I'm snacking on healthier things as I'm preparing my food for the week, usually on my Sunday meal prep session. I purchased some bananas. So bananas are good. They are low calorie foods. They have a good amount of potassium in them. I do like eating bananas as just a quick snack. Sometimes I don't get through the whole bundle of bananas. Sometimes there's a few left over. They're kind of too yellow for me to like to eat, but also they're still in good shape where I can use them for something else. So I will slice them up, put them in a Ziploc bag and freeze them, and then I use them in my smoothie. So a good recipe for a protein-rich smoothie would be some frozen bananas, a scoop of protein powder, some PB2 powder, a healthy scoop of non-fat Greek yogurt along with some almond milk, and that'll get you to about 30 grams of protein at the least. And sometimes you can use that smoothie recipe if you find it difficult to reach your protein goal for the day, or you want to have a sweet snack at the end of the day. That's a good way of getting in your protein and having something that's low in fat, low in calories, and is actually healthy for you. I do plan on making a fruit salad this week with all of the fruit that I purchased, with the exception of the bananas. This will give me and my husband a healthy option when we're going to work and we're not trying to buy something from a vending machine or a store. We actually prepare all of our food and take it with us throughout the day. So I purchased a pineapple as well. I like pineapple. This looks like it's going to be a pretty good sweet pineapple. You could also take and slice these up and grill them along with some grilled chicken and have it on top of some cauliflower rice, maybe some low sugar teriyaki sauce to give yourself a nice stir fry. Avocado. I love keeping avocado on hand because these will give you some healthy fat. A good recipe for avocado toast would be a low carb or carb friendly option piece of toast, 2 sunny side up eggs, and some mashed avocado with a little bit of salt, pepper on there, and that'll give you a good either post workout meal or pre-workout meal, and it's pretty good in protein. Whenever I go to the store, I always make sure I have at least 2 vegetables that I buy. My goal is to eat at least 5 servings of vegetables each day. So that means I usually have 2 vegetables with my dinner, and I also go over what I usually eat for lunch as well. But one thing that I did see today was this squash. This looked pretty good. I like to dice up squash along with some onions and some grape tomatoes and saute those up. That would be a nice vegetable. I am going to use this squash with my new spiralizer. I've been having a really hard time finding zoodles in the store, so I purchased a spiralizer and I'm going to start making my own zucchini noodles. So hopefully I'll be able to do that today, if not tomorrow. But this will be a healthy option with a pasta substitute that I plan on making this week. So I saw these mini eggplant. I thought these were pretty cool. So I plan on slicing these up and roasting them in the oven until they're brown. Alternatively, you can slice these up and grill them, or you can cut them in slices and bake them in the oven with some marinara sauce, maybe some light Parmesan cheese or light Italian cheese blend, and have this as a lower fat option for eggplant Parmesan. I saw these cute cucumbers in the store. I thought these were adorable. You may not know this, but cucumbers are pretty low calorie, low fat food. They also are nice to snack on, nice to use if you want to dip in something. So I do have some hummus and I'm going to dip these in. I also plan on making some spinach dip later this week. So I have a frozen spinach and kale blend that I'm going to mix together with some plain non-fat Greek yogurt and some vegetable soup mix, and have myself a spinach dip along with these. And it's going to be a guilt-free snack that's going to keep me pretty full, and I'm going to be able to eat probably as much as I want to. One thing that I keep on hand all the time, I keep this stuff in my refrigerator all the time. This is a must. So this is plain non-fat Greek yogurt. I love this stuff. Each serving is 100 calories and it gives you 18 grams of protein. It has literally no fat, 7 grams of carbs, which is pretty good. This stuff goes in everything around here. So I usually make my overnight oats with this. I'll put together a half cup of rolled oats, a healthy scoop of this Greek yogurt, half a scoop to 1 scoop of protein powder, depending on what kind of mood I'm in, some almond milk, and maybe some cut up berries, and have that for my overnight oats. Or I'll take this and put this in my smoothie, as I mentioned earlier. But I love having this stuff. I even put a scoop of this in my scrambled eggs or my frittatas. This makes it even fluffier, so I always keep this on hand. I purchased some frozen shrimp. I like having these on hand. Number one, they do not take very long to thaw out. So when I'm in a pinch, sort of like what I was this week, where it was Wednesday or Thursday, and we ate all of the food that I prepped on Sunday, and I needed a quick meal without needing to stop at the store and buy something. So I thawed out some of these shrimp. I had some fresh broccoli on hand, some portobello mushroom along with some onions, sauteed that up, made an Asian inspired stir-fry sauce, and had it on top of some cauliflower rice. And it was a wonderful meal that I was able to put together in under 30 minutes. And also shrimp has a lot of protein in there too. So this is one thing that I started buying recently, just a lot. So this is frozen edamame, and these actually come in pouches, and there is a lot in each pouch. So I typically take 1 pouch and pop it in the microwave, and then once it's done, I'll sprinkle some ranch seasoning on top or a truffle Parmesan blend. You can do it without any of that, but I think these are really good. These do not have a lot of calories. It's 140 calories per pouch, but it has 12 grams of protein. So this is a nice low-calorie snack that you can have and not feel guilty about it, and it gets you closer to your protein goal for the day. So my goal is always about 100 grams of protein, give or take, and I'm usually able to hit it with many of the items that I'm talking about today. I saw these Naturally Lavish Rollups, so I will use these this week for to pack my husband's lunch. I plan on cutting up the rest of the rotisserie chicken that I have and putting it in a chicken salad with some light mayo and a little bit of lettuce, rolling these up, and this will give you a nice protein-rich option for lunch. Each roll-up is 10 grams of protein, 19 grams of carb, minus the 7 grams of dietary fiber will give you a net 12 carbs per roll up. So this is pretty good. And again, these will be for my husband. He is a runner. He runs a lot of miles. So he can stand to use the carbs. So one of the other items that I purchased was this Rollups marinara sauce. I've been hearing some really good things about it. This stuff actually tastes pretty good. So the ingredients in here: whole peeled tomatoes, olive oil, onion, salt, garlic, basil, black pepper, and oregano. I did try this, and this does have a really good taste to it. It is not the cheapest sauce that they have. The reason that I tried it this week, one, it was on sale, and I figured if I'm going to try something, it should be on sale, so I don't feel like I'm getting ripped off just in case I don't like it. But I actually really did like this. I'm actually going to make a meal tonight that's going to have this sauce, some rotisserie chicken, a kale and spinach blend. If I get around to doing these zucchini noodles, I will do that. But alternatively, I do have a spaghetti squash that I could go with if I am not able to make the zucchini noodles. My husband is running a half marathon tomorrow, so he'll get regular pasta so I can make sure I'm carb loaded and he has that energy that he needs to run his race tomorrow. I purchased this spring mix from the store. I eat salad probably like 4 times a week. It's just something that I really enjoy. It's one way that I get in at least 2 servings of vegetables each day. So usually I'll have this for lunch. I'll take my spring mix, or if it's an organic herb blend, whatever it is, I'll throw whatever protein we had on there, whether it's boneless chicken breast, salmon. I might throw in some grape tomatoes. Oftentimes I'll take chicken with this spring mix, some berries, feta cheese, walnuts, and have it with a light vinaigrette. That gives me some good protein, good vegetable source. The walnut provides the good healthy fat that we need. So those are some options that I have for lunch. I like having salad for lunch because I don't like to feel weighed down when I'm at work. One thing that is a must, I keep these on hand, eggs. I bought like 2 of these today. So often I will pack about 3 hard-boiled eggs in my husband's lunch, so that way he has a nice fill-in protein-rich snack while he's at work. Or I use these on Sundays when I'm making my meals for the week. I'll do a frittata. I might take about 10 eggs, saute my vegetables, whatever kind of meat, if I plan on putting that in there, and having it in a big pan and cut it in 4s. So this will give me close to 20 grams of protein per serving, because I'm also adding the breakfast meat in there, and each egg has about 6 grams of protein in there. So I always have that on hand. I purchased this rotisserie chicken. This was so inexpensive, and it is a quick and easy option to have protein. I feel like the way that they prepare it seasons it well, and it was very easy for me to just pick up. Again, I'm going to take some of the chicken breast off of here, dice this up, and have my quick pasta for dinner tonight. And it's going to take me maybe 20 minutes to put it all together. 2 snacks that I purchased while I was there. So I saw this popcorn, Lesser Evil. I thought this was actually pretty good. I've tried this before. I purchased it from a grocery store and it was a much smaller bag and it was about the same price, but the flavor of it is really good. It's buttery flavored coconut oil. This isn't too bad, 40 calories per cup. So this can be a nice snack to have. Even if you had 3 cups, you're not blowing your calorie count out of the water. It's something nice that you can just go ahead and grab and not feel too guilty about it. I always keep mixed nuts on hand. Now I will caution you, nuts have a lot of fat in there, so you do need to make sure you are sticking with the serving size, because it is very easy to over consume these and put yourself and your macros just like out of the water. Yeah, this has about 16 grams of fat per serving. It does have 5 grams of protein per serving. So I feel like if you pair a handful of mixed nuts and maybe some berries, it'll give you a nice snack to have, and it kind of balances things out. Sometimes when I'm driving home from work, I will have mixed nuts along with a bowl of fruit to kind of give me something to eat as I'm coming home, so I don't get here and am completely famished and tear through my pantry like food is going out of style. But I do like to have these. But again, you should really try to keep with the serving size, because it's very easy to overeat these and get too much fat in your diet. One other thing that I did get this week, watermelon. I'm excited to cut this up. This will go into our fruit salad, and we'll be able to have this as a healthy snack option when we're at work. So that way you're not eating anything crazy. It's easy to kind of not prepare your food and then you're stuck with bad options and you feel completely terrible. But with these items, I feel like I have a good amount of food that I can prepare, and I know what I'm eating. I can control the amount of calories and all of my macros when I'm preparing my food. An item that I do not have up here is my other protein source. So I purchased some boneless chicken tenders when I went to the store last week because it was on sale. So I still have a good amount of boneless chicken tenders that I'm going to saute, and I'll be able to have that with any of these vegetables that I put up here. The other option I actually had this week was to saute the chicken tenders, and you can have it inside of an omelet or you can have it in a frittata, and it now becomes more of a dinner meal than a breakfast meal. So those are some of the things that I typically do as I'm preparing for the week. The other thing that I try to avoid going to the grocery store on the day that I do my meal prep, because that can be a lot of work and it can be pretty stressful. But let me know if you guys want to see or know how I do my meal prep for the week, or if you want to see any other video. I appreciate you guys for hanging with me, and if you guys have not already subscribed, if you guys can hit the subscribe button, as it helps me to grow, to continue to bring you guys free content. Until the next video, I pray you guys have a blessed day. Peace.